You guys want to jump in?
Yeah, we have so little time.
Danny, I rolled for you for the recap this week.
Oh, I wonder if this was rigged.
It's
fine because I wanted to do it anyway. Because let me change my background real quick. If it'll ever pop up. Tyson, you were left out of this, but everyone else has seen it. If I could ever get to my settings. There we go. Ta-da!
Wow.
I have too much free time. So to recap, last session, we started off after the bachelor party, and we were reconvened. Everyone was kind of together. We looked out the window and saw someone in a cloak heading on a boat towards the grotto. And so we were like, well, that's not good. So we decided to split up. And some people went to investigate. What we thought was Tamara, and Raylo stayed behind. I went to, or Cordelia went to go have dinner with the brother of the groom, and Theo and Josie went to go explore. Now, in this time, we found out that Veronica, the mother of the groom, was in fact dead. So that was fun. We stumbled upon the body, which apparently the foot we may or may not be connected to Veronica because we didn't investigate it well enough, apparently. So it might not actually be hers.
Okay, I'm going to interject here.
Yes, please do.
Veronica had both her feet. When Theo went to touch the foot fell off. So Veronica was not missing any limbs based off of what you surmised in that moment, but she was missing all of her blood.
And it sounds like a lot of connective tissue between her leg and her foot.
Yeah. Well, I mean...
And by that, I mean all of it.
Yeah.
Ew.
Continue.
So Theo and Josie found that. They also found the Bloodlord's Keep in her room, which basically confirms that Valentina is in fact part of the cult, which matches up with Coco and Mordecai seeing her at the docks, as well as two changelings, maybe something else. They for sure changed their shape. We know that much, but they do now look like Veronica and Gregorio. They're currently talking to them right now. I don't know if they're planning to fight them or not. That's kind of up in the air at the moment. I'm assuming yes. Meanwhile, Raylo and Tamara are together. Raylo realizes that Tamara is in fact Tony. So we also do not know where Tamara is at the moment. And then when Raylo was going to leave to go look for Tamara, he ran into Sergio and accidentally knocked him out. And that's when we realized that Sergio was going to sign away his family shares, which was also confirmed by Cordelia at dinner with Gregorio. And I think that is where everyone's at. We're also kind of split up at the moment. And last we heard, there are 30 minutes until the wedding. So we're doing great. The wedding with the knocked out groom and the missing bride.
I mean, technically you can't have a wedding without either one of them, so... Wedding can wait for you, I guess. We are going to find ourselves down in the grotto. Down underneath the docks. We find Valentina, Gregorio, and Veronica, as well as Kokomi and Mordecai. Kokomi and Mordecai, can you guys give me either perception, insight, or investigation? And can you tell me what you are rolling and then what you are looking for.
I rolled, I guess, perception, and I got a nat 20.
Amazing. Coco?
Sorry, you said insight. Does it matter if you got a nat 20 what I roll?
It may reveal something different for you. So it just depends on what you're rolling.
What were the ones again? Sorry.
Insight, perception, or investigation.
I'll do. Investor. Oh, 19. Which one? Did you say insight?
Yep, that's one of them.
Oh, yeah. That's the one I wanted. Okay. 23.
More kind of not 20. You notice that Veronica is missing a hand. Not Veronica, Valentina. This was a terrible mistake trying to make too many V names. For sure, can't.
So, question: missing
Yeah.
a hand, like fresh wound, or has it been amputated long ago?
It looks fresh.
Okay, so it's bleeding. Like there's blood dripping from her.
It's not. It's like bandaged.
Okay, but okay.
It's
But it
giving,
does.
Peter Pettigrew slicing off his hand to summon Voldemort. Just gonna put that out there.
Amen. And then for you, Ian, on 23 insight, you look at the eyes of both Veronica and Gregorio, and they do not look like changeling eyes. In fact, they look far more human than changeling.
Girl, what?
Do they? I mean, I guess this is not my place to ask, but do they look like the eyes of anyone we would recognize?
I mean, like most people's eyes, very hard to tell unless you have like an A/B comparison. But they're like a normal color. Like they're like, I'll say for the sake of this, like a blue and a brown.
Okay.
But they're not like distinguishable. It's not like you would notice, like, for instance, if you were trying to figure out if this was Grayson or Xander, you couldn't tell based off of their eyes if that's what you were trying to insinuate.
Yes, that is what I was trying to insinuate. All right.
Ah, Mr. Morkai, it's a pleasure to see you down here. What brings you to this very undescript location? And as she says this, we notice Kokomi coming up out of the boat that she's just sunk, or I can't remember. This is their proper term for sinking a ship.
I would like to think that Kokomi is crawling out of the ship like the Grudge.
Yeah, it's exactly that. I look
Well,
like a
Valentina.
monster.
Valentina, I haven't had the chance to properly introduce myself yet, although I suspect you were fully aware of who I was the moment you saw me.
Mr. Morkai, your name is quite infamous here. You and your compatriots. I don't know if I understand what you're insinuating.
I think you do, but we can move on. I notice you got a bit of a wound there. You doing all right? You try to kill any brides recently?
Accusations are very dangerous, Mr. Morkai.
Well, you see, a little while ago, someone tried to kill the bride as a snake, and pretty sure we blew its tail off. And I don't know how you changelings all work with your physiology or stuff, but tail, hand, foot. What's all the difference? What's a limb when it's snakes they only have one limb technically, right? So
You know, we don't have to be enemies, Mr. Mokai.
We absolutely don't, I suppose.
What we have planned here today has really nothing to do with you or your friends. So I kindly advise you to turn around, head back to the wedding, enjoy the festivities, and let what transpires. Otherwise, and you see Valentina takes out with her one good hand a whip. You see Veronica taking out a staff, and you see Gregorio taking out a sword. We may not be so inclined to let you enjoy the rest of the day.
Oh, Valentina. Nothing would please me more than to enjoy the wedding as it is, but I'm not big on suffering rivals, and unfortunately, your cult is a bit of a rival. But please, do tell me. I am desperately curious. What do you have planned for today? Tyson, can I roll persuasion on that? I don't have any subtle way of asking that.
Yes, you can, but you're going to roll with disadvantage, because it is against what she wants to do.
That's fine. All right. I got a 10. No, sorry, I got a 12.
And with that, I'm going to need you guys to roll for me, if you would, a initiative.
Well, of course.
I think I got a 12. 12.
I got a 16.
You're very lucky. They rolled 2 10s and a 5.
Tyson, will we happen to have a Tailspire map for this, or are we going off of imagination?
I should have prepped that, like in retrospect, because I had planned for this fight to happen. But I did not. So we'll go theater of the mind for this one.
All right. So I'm assuming, just for depiction's sake, it's a square room. I'll let you. I'm not sure why, but I'm assuming it's all three of them in front of us in a line, or are they?
So I'll say it's about 10 feet. It's like a hallway. It is actually more or less what I would say. I'll say it's 15 feet wide. So each of them are occupying a square at the end of the hallway. The whole width of the hallway, we'll say, is 30 feet, but half of it is water because it's like a channel way. Okay. So there's a door at the end of the hallway, and then behind you is the cave that leads out to open water.
Right. And then in our last session, I had caused some debris to fall to block the door. Is that still valid?
Yes, the door is not like they could not escape through the doorway currently unless they spend an action to clear the debris.
Right. Okay. Now, is this just a straight murder hole we're in, or is there, like, crates or something to take cover behind if we need to, or...
Nothing to take cover behind. It is completely barren. This is used as... Sorry, you go, Ian?
I was just wondering, like, positioning-wise, because I had kind of imagined that we were, like, on either side of them, but if it's a hallway, then I'm not sure what I was picturing was correct.
Let me quickly draw something up for you.
Sure, that'll work.
You know what? I'll do this in Tailspire because it's more fun that way. Give me 1 second.
How's everyone's week?
Yes, feel free to talk amongst yourselves. If you would like to metagame at this point now and speculate, you may also do that.
So we have, like, we still haven't investigated the tenors whatsoever.
in part, I think we're okay. This pre-combat dialogue has kind of assured me that might not be a red we care
Still
about.
feels like a red herring.
It would be crazy if they legitimately this group is like just the cult, nothing to do with the wedding, and there's just like a whole separate entity that's like doing
That's what I'm
the
saying.
assassination.
That would be
That's
just
like-
a
You stopped the criminals. They're all criminals. You stopped the wrong ones.
Well,
That's like
Allegedly.
like that's what I'm
well,
scared
if
of. I'm
someone
like,
tossed Gregorio's room at the same time that they tried to bomb the bridal shower, so like arguably these could be two wildly independent things.
They could be. Oh, I totally
I
meant to
already have
ask.
some thread up there.
I totally was gonna ask. See, with the last session we played, I had everything I was gonna ask Veronica or Valentina down to like, but now I've forgotten it because fuck if I write shit down.
well, our kind of general plan was to fight them, so
Oh yeah, it was eventually gonna go to that, but I think I wanted to try and
Of course,
work out what they needed with Valentina's blood or Veronica's blood. Yeah, this V thing is killer, Tyson.
my guess would be that they just because it's the Blood Lord, they just need a large quantity of blood. It's not necessarily in this. It's not always specific. I feel like it is for the thing with Cordelia's blood, but this one they might just need a large quantity of it. And
Yeah.
Veronica was just, I'm assuming probably bad timing or
I have a concept for this, but I was gonna save it for a roleplay moment.
Yes, please do.
I do
Well,
also.
assuming
I forgot about this because we skipped last week, but I made this.
whoa.
I don't know how well it
Stop it.
looks.
What is it? Oh, Charlie.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I got a cricket for this.
I'd love it.
So, I think my theory is the difference between Cordelia's blood and just any other blood is one is just a general power source and the other is sort of a conductor. That's just what I'm thinking here.
Yeah,
Just-
maybe.
Side thought, in case it. Can you guys hear me? Okay, I don't know if I have.
Yes.
my
Yeah,
headset on.
fine.
Okay, cool. Can they use the changing blood to change their shape? Could that be why those two
Ooh,
people?
interesting.
Yeah.
Because
If
they-
the doppelganger or changeling, yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good.
This was my tinfoil theory as Theo.
Different blood
Changeling
is for different
changes
types of
into-
magic.
Well, if the changeling changes into something else, is its blood altered too?
I'd imagine not.
Well, and honestly, Jody was the one who pointed out the whole maybe were Valentina and Veronica in on something together, and then it went south, and Valentina was like, "Okay, fine," change of
it was
plans.
convenient, or
Yeah.
I read real quick. I did watch your video, Danny. It was great.
Thank
I
you.
read real quick too. Somebody brought up that did we identify the foot? I think we rolled super low and then weren't able to see if it was attached to any kind of body. If I remember. I think Josie was identifying it, but couldn't.
Yeah.
In it.
Well, because technically, you guys are still in the room with the body, right? That's where we left off.
yeah,
I thought we.
I don't know if Theo and I left to do something else. If we were still in there.
Danny.
I'm pretty sure we were still there, investigating. We were trying to find specific cause of death.
You're watching.
Yeah.
It, is that where we left off? Our room stuff.
Yeah, from what I remember is Cordelia was just leaving the date. The two of them were on the docks. Theo and Josie were still kind of investigating, and then Raylo and Tamara were dragging Sergio's body back to the bedroom so no one would see it.
I thought that was. Oh, you're right. You're right.
I put Tamara in
Right.
post. Sorry, that was a
Because I
visual.
went to chat, and then I was like, "Oh fuck, Tony."
Well,
Yeah.
who's third?
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Okay,
Sergio's the groom.
so this is kind of representative of what I imagine this being. If you can look over here, you've got your waterways. Down here is the hallway. These characters are just representative. They're not like the actual models for them. I didn't make models for these guys. So I'm going to say this guy with the sword is going to be Gregorio. This person over here is going to be Veronica, and Valentina is in the middle.
Okay.
Does that make sense? And then
Yes,
here's
perfect.
the door down here. Some dimensions for you. This is about 9 tiles, so 45 feet deep. And then it should be 15 feet. Yeah, 30 feet wide.
Copy that. Why? When I minimum.
And we have 30 minutes before the wedding.
Yep.
Oh, good.
Supposedly.
30 minutes before the scheduled start time. I guess I should say it that way.
That's fine. Cordelia can go vamp. She's good.
We have about 3 hours.
I have a whole spell that involves distracting people, like just getting them to pay attention to me and not other things. So
About 3 hours for the bride comes in, right?
So up first is Morkai.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. I think the only appropriate thing to do would be open up with erupting earth. So I'm gonna move to right here, and then
Wait, didn't you kill Valentina? And knock her out?
that has yet to happen, unfortunately. Although gonna try. Yeah, I mean that's within range. But basically, I'm gonna use erupting earth along that line there. It's. Oh, hang on. No, sorry. No, it's not a line. It's I choose a point. So probably do this, and then it's 20 feet. How many tiles is it's that 2 tile or 2 tile? How many feet?
You
is
would have
a tile?
The
4
2 tile
tiles.
radius.
4 tiles?
If it's 20 feet, yes.
Okay, cool. All right, then I'll do that, and then it's the
Wait, is it radius or is it diameter?
a fountain of churned earth erupts in a 20-foot cube centered on that point.
Okay, then 4 tiles. Yep.
Okay. I mean, either way, it's going to envelop them.
Yeah.
So each of those creatures must make a dexterity saving throw right now, and I think they're trying to meet a 15.
And then what happens if they succeed and fail?
If they succeed... Hang on, sorry. If they fail, they're going to take 3d12 bludgeoning damage, and half that if they succeed.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage.
All right? Wait. Did any of them succeed or fail?
2 of them succeeded, 1 of them failed. So Valentina succeeded and Gregorio succeeded, and then
Veronica failed?
Veronica failed, yeah.
I'm going to start with her. He took a total of 18 damage.
Perfect.
And then we'll do Valentina next. She took 11 damage. And then Gregorio took 7 damage.
Perfect. Hold on. I didn't look those up.
I think Mordecai, isn't it? If it's an area effect, it's a 1 damage roll.
Yeah, I think you roll 1 damage. So I'll do 18, and then we'll have the other 2 to 9. So you don't roll for an area effect spell.
I
You don't
see.
roll
Yeah.
3 individual. Does that
Well,
make
so
sense?
the description here says a creature takes 3d12 bludgeoning damage on a failed save. So it's, I don't know if that's dividing up the 3 dice between them, or if that's each of them takes the 3d12.
So from
Or-
my
or
understanding, you roll 1 damage roll, and then
Hmm.
they get the full amount or half that amount, depending on
I
what
see.
happens. Because it's not 3 individual attacks; it's 1 attack
understand.
affecting 3 people.
I see. Okay.
Just freeze.
Give me just a second. Okay. Up next is Coco. You see that Veronica's actually knocked down onto her knees. She's not prone, but she is on a lower level. Like, the other 2 are still standing.
I was muted. She's the one on the right.
Yeah.
Okay.
The girl holding the book.
The book. Okay. I'm going to cast Crown of Madness on her.
On this one here.
Yeah, the one that kind of like fell to her knee.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna like kind of start walking, not like trying to get close, but like kind of like walking towards them a little bit and being like, just like sea monster.
What does she have to make a wisdom saving throw?
Oh, she must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or become charmed.
What is your spell save DC?
It is 14.
Oof. She got a natural 1.
Bitch.
She is
This
fully.
fear is sea monsters.
I'm pretty sure Crown of Madness makes it so that they attack their allies. Is that correct?
Nearest.
And how long does it last?
Don't they have to beat a roll each turn to try?
Yeah, they to break free. I do believe so.
Probably wisdom.
Oh, that's not what it is. I wish they did status conditions.
Is it like that, or is it like they have to roll to see what they do that turn? Like there's a couple things.
I guess we'll look it
I
up.
remember.
Sorry, Julie's also whining at me, and it's making it like so hard to like read this at the same time. I think it's pretty much like as my action, I can control them now.
Oh, so
it
you
says,
get
on
so
your subsequent turns, you must hold on.
the charmed target must use its action before moving on each of its turn and make a melee attack against a creature other than itself that you mentally choose. The target can act normally on its turn if you choose no creature or if none are within its reach. On a subsequent turn, you must use your action to maintain control over the target or the spell ends. Also, the target can make a wisdom saving throw at the end of each of its turn. On success, the spell ends. So right now, you are holding your Crown of Madness on the person. Perfect. And it has the next turn, actually. So what would you like it to attack or do? You want it to attack Valentina or Gregorio or Mordecai?
Yeah,
Technically,
Valentina.
you could too.
Could she just like grapple her?
Yeah, she can make a grapple check. Pretty sure. Okay, so... Damn. So just so you know, Valentina, for her dexterity saves, has a plus 10. She rolled a 2. So that's 12, right? Veronica, for her strength saves, has a negative 2.
Oh no.
She rolled a 17.
Damn.
She got that demon within her.
It's a win. It's a win.
Perhaps Valentina's a little phased from murdering her lover.
Veronica is now grappling Valentina.
Perfect.
Okay. Which one is Veronica again?
Veronica is this one with the purple base.
Right,
Or are you
right.
talking about like in real life? She is Veronica Base. She is the wife of
Alistair Base.
Alistair Base
Alistair,
and is
okay.
the mother of the groom. However, you all know that this is not really Veronica and not really
Cause she
not
dead.
really Gregorio. Yeah.
Right, okay.
You guys already know that the real Valentina or Veronica is dead. God, I really shot myself in the foot by making these both V names.
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
I do not do well remembering names, and this one is a chore.
Fine. I noticed rewatching this, we changed the groom and the groom's brother's names halfway through. No.
LOL. I'm doing great, guys. I'm doing great.
It's all right because we didn't notice.
We didn't.
Okay, wait, so who's the girl in the middle? Because I kind
Girl-
of thought the girl.
This is Valentina. She's the one who is the alto. She is the
She's
one that
the
has been
cultist?
cheating on that, and she's the cultist. She's been cheating with Veronica, supposedly. And she's the cultist.
She was also missing a hand.
She is also
Yeah.
currently missing a hand.
Okay.
She does have a whip in the other one, though, so.
Okay, but she's still grappled, right?
She is still grappled on the ground currently.
Yeah.
Any movement or bonus actions you would like to do? Keep in mind, you're holding concentration.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it says you must move your action, so that's technically not a concentration. So you could do another thing that could do concentration. You would just it would have to be a bonus action, not a full action.
If I have extra attack for being a paladin, would I be able to do that?
Do you have a second action? Like a second wind, or is it a 2 attack thing?
It
It'd be a 2 attack thing.
yeah, okay. so it's- you
Technically,
can-
as 2 attack thing, that would be one of your actions.
I don't really think there's much I can do. Because I kind of want to just keep control of her. So, I think that's
Listen, I don't know if all this green stuff here was put after the fact, but I should mention that my spell made all of this terrain in the 4-foot radius, or in the 4-cube radius rough terrain. Just
Yeah, I just got lazy, and this is indicative to me of what's happening. So,
no, that's fine. That's fine. I just wanted to make sure that's what that was.
yeah, that's what it's supposed to signify is the rough terrain. I just was like, I don't want to do this anymore. So,
I understand.
perfect. All right. Up next is Valentina. She's gonna try and make a strength check. She does succeed. She is able to get out of that, and she is going to move this way. And she's going to try.
That's not fair.
She rolled a 16, and the other girl's strength is a -2. I don't know what to tell you in this moment of time.
Wow, okay. I guess she had her moment, and then,
Well, let's
and it
see.
opens-
I'm pretty
I
positive
should've
that's how
expected-
grapple works. Let me verify. I'm willing to verify.
It's okay. She could still be of use.
Then she had to use her action though to get out of it.
It's okay.
I do
I
believe
was
that
just
is
gonna make
true.
a joke that it wasn't fair. Shit happens.
But Ian, at the same time, you did cancel out her action towards.
That buys us a turn.
Buys you a turn.
God, it's giving me everything. There we go. Uses action to escape. Do so must succeed a sex string or dex check contest by your strength checks. Okay. So she is free from her grapple, and she is going to take 2 steps forward because she can't use her full movement to get to you. So that was also another good thing that you did, and she is going to post up right there because there is nothing that she can do. Well, unless, let me just double check. Yep, that's all she's going to do for right now. Up next is going to be Gregorio. Oh, but he can only move there. And he is going to hold his action.
Thankfully, they seem like martial classes, guys.
There.
Yes.
So we are back to the top of the round. It is Mordecai's turn.
All right. Wondering. So. All right. I am going to use one of my meta magics for that will allow me to use a melee spell up to 30 feet.
Okay.
And I'm going to use the Inflict Wounds melee spell.
Perfect. Who are you inflicting?
I'm going to do it on... probably on Valentina. My goal is not to kill her, though. It is to knock her out.
Okay.
Just to make that clear.
Just so that I'm aware for all of your actions, both you and Ian, are you guys aiming to kill or aiming to... Like, is there anybody you don't care if they die?
The 2 decoys, we do not care if they die. We are trying to take Valentina alive.
Ian, would you concur with that?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Just so I'm aware.
And I rolled a 17 for a hit.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
All right, and that is going to be 3d10 necrotic. 1 second. And that is a total of 13 damage.
Perfect.
And then I am just going to move back over here just to get a bit more distance between us and them.
Fantastic. Coco.
I didn't think about it. Okay.
Yes,
Little
Danny, that
Dobby.
is us.
I don't really know what I want to do, but I guess because I don't want to get close to them.
Do paladins have ranged spells?
Yeah, I do have a couple, but I'm seeing how I can pair it with.
Just keep in mind, it has to be a bonus action in order for you to maintain your Crown of Madness.
Yes.
You could also have Veronica close in on Valentina again.
Yeah, but I'm wondering if she should just like go after the other guy.
That's possible too. We could do that. Your call.
Yeah, I'm gonna have her go after. Is it Gregorio?
Mhm.
And just like having her like dive at his legs and just to like just take him out from the feet
Try and knock him into the water.
into the water.
Into the water. Get in the water. No, epic. Anybody? All right.
Not hitting.
Into the water. I do. I get it.
I was singing, but I was
Not
muted.
Paying attention.
Okay, you're trying to knock. You're trying. So let me understand. Sorry, you're trying to get Valentina to come and knock Gregorio into the water, or Veronica, excuse me, to come into the water, or are you using a spell to try and do that?
Like, honestly, if like she could like go down with him, just kind of full plunge, like tackle into the water with him.
So I'm gonna do another grapple check for that.
Okay.
So, give me one thing. I forgot to do a wisdom check actually at the beginning end of her last turn. She fails, so don't worry. You can still do that. Okay. All right. So then they're going to move 5, 10, and they are going to try and do that. So he is going to make a.
Oh, she's at a -2.
Yep. And he has a +2 to his strength and a +0 to his dex, and he rolled a 15.
Oh, okay.
And she rolled an 8.
Rip.
So instead of her grappling him, he's going to push her, and she's going to fall into the water.
That's okay.
You know, that's the worst thing.
And he is going to remain fine. All right. Is there any other?
Okay, never mind. I was gonna say, like, now that can I like relinquish control of her and then
Now that
like
she's in
do
the water?
something else? Yeah.
You can relinquish
would that be-
control of her, but your action has already occurred, so you couldn't use another action unless you had something that allowed you to use another
Yeah.
action.
No, that is all.
Do you have any bonus actions that you would like to use?
I don't think I have any.
Okay,
Maybe
All right.
some that are like healing, but I don't think.
perfect. Up next is Veronica. Let me ask you a question. Did you choose to relinquish control? Or are you going to have her still stay under your control? Like, are you trying to get her at the end of her turn to do
Can I
something?
just do that on like my next turn?
Yes, you can. So, I mean, she's still going to have the opportunity to roll a wisdom save right now. But yeah, I'll say that that's what you do. She succeeds. So she is no longer under your control. But she already used her action, so she can no longer go.
I'm gonna yell at her. Swim with the fishes.
Up next is Valentina. Valentina is going to move 1, 2, 3. And she's going to use Thorn Whip on you, Mordecai.
Understandable.
Okay, she's going to roll the hit.
Is that an attack or a spell? By the way.
It is technically a spell.
Cool.
She is going to use that. It is a 17 to hit.
That hits.
Perfect. That is 9 points of damage to you.
Oh wait, hold on. Oh my god, wait. I have something to
So do I.
help. Where is it located? Um, if I'm being honest. Oh. Girl, where is it? There's like a thing where they have to like. Oh my gosh, my iPad is glitching out. Mm. Did I like lose it? Maybe I can't help you.
What are you looking for?
It was like my paladin fighting style was like a protector or something, and I could like
Oh, impose
if you were
something?
within like 10 feet of me, I could like half in the damage or something. But I don't see where my fighting style is.
If it's still interception, I have the thing here because we had the same one.
Yeah, it's that. Yeah, okay, yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
When a creature you can see hits a target other than you within 5 feet of you with an attack, you can use your reaction to reduce the damage by 1d10 plus 3.
There we go. Thank you. I know that was somewhere in here.
You
but I can't-
unfortunately are not within 5 feet of Morkai.
Rip.
Okay, then I will actually not be doing that by choice.
That's okay,
By
because
choice.
That's okay, Tyson, because I'm gonna try for a Hellish Rebuke, seeing as it's a spell.
Perfect. The effect still takes place, but you can go ahead and roll to hit.
Yeah, 23. That's 23 health points. And that is. I think she's got to make a dex save of 14 for that. I think. Yeah.
She rolled a 2, so she fails.
Cool. Then she's gonna take 2d10, which is gonna come out to standby 16 points of damage. And I take a thorn whip pulled me closer in towards her.
Yeah, it pulls you up to 10 feet, so.
Okay.
That's gonna be it for her turn. Gregorio is going to go now. He can still make it to you. He's gonna go here, and he is going to attack you with his sword. Okay. Oof. His first attack is a miss. Rolled a nat 1.
Nice. I like that.
On his second, does a 10 hit?
No, it does not.
Okay. Then he has used his turn, and it is your turn now.
Cool. Question: if I were to cast, can I cast Agnazar's Scorcher, which is just a line spell, through both of them here like that, or are they too close for me to cast this?
Like through both of them this way?
Yeah, because it's got a 30-foot long, 5-foot wide area of effect, so it can hit both of them.
You can choose to hit both of them here, or you can choose to hit both of them here.
Can you mark that on? I'm on Tailspire. I did not see where you were.
So you can choose to either hit both of them this way, or both of them this way.
Yeah, I want
Leave
to. I want to.
him.
I would like to punish the people who are close to me. She's not so much of an issue at the moment.
Yes. All right. Go ahead. Roll.
So they have to make. It says they have to make a dexterity saving throw. Although I think I was foolish and did not write down what it is that they have to make. How would I know that?
It's whatever your spell save DC is. So if you look on the tab that has your spells, it's usually something like your intelligence plus something plus your proficiency.
How high is your charisma, Mordecai?
Oh yeah,
18?
that's right. You're a charisma
Yeah,
user.
it would be your charisma modifier plus 8 plus your proficiency.
My charisma plus 8, so 12 plus my proficiency, which is, I think,
To be
2.
2 or 3.
So yeah, 14. They have to beat a 14, I think.
What's your
They
charisma
both-
modifier?
4, I think.
4. Yeah.
They both fail anyways. Well,
That's good.
actually, are there dex saves they have to make?
Yes. Sorry, it's a dexterity saving throw.
Isn't our proficiency plus 3?
Yeah,
Mine's
your
plus-
proficiency's plus 3 because my
So it's a
no, it
15.
went up when we hit level 5.
Oh,
Um,
I did not write that down, so good to know.
yeah,
so
because
then-
I was gonna say your charisma's 1 higher than mine, and mine's only 14, so yours should be 15.
All right, then it would be a 15. They're trying to beat a 15 for a dex save.
Okay, they both fail.
Cool. And then they are both about. Well, they're going to do 3d8 fire damage. So they're both going to take 20 points of damage.
Valentina's not looking real great.
That is what I like to hear. And then I'm going to do something fun here. I'm going to use my for my bonus action, I'm going to use Misty Step.
You can go anywhere you want in this room.
Okay, I'm going to Misty Step to over here so that they can't get me anymore. Right here, if I can get this corner. Yeah, I'm right there. And I'll end my turn there.
Okay, perfect. Up next is Coco.
Yes. Okay. Quick question. I have a Shield Master,
Mm-hmm.
and it says if I use an attack action, I can use my bonus action to shove a thing with my shield. For action, is that only for like melee? Like melee oh sorry, it says if you take the attack action. Yeah, attack action. Can I use a spell? Or is that only a melee attack?
Yes, you can use a
Okay.
spell.
I want to use Inflict Wounds on Gregorio.
Perfect. You have to be able to touch him, so you'll have to move forward. Okay. Perfect. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Dee-dee-dee. Dee-dee-dee. Uh, 18.
Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Dee-dee-dee. I think it's 310. Dee-dee-dee. Which one of these? Uh, 14 damage. And then I can do my extra attack.
Mm-hmm.
And can I use my scimitar for that?
Is this for your shield bash, or is this for your second attack? Is what you're doing?
Second attack.
Yes, you can.
Throw a Divine Smite in there.
Oh yeah, I can do that here. Okay, well, first I'll do the scimitar.
So roll to hit.
$18.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
And then it is, I think, just a D6. Yes.
And then add your divine smite dice to that as well.
Mm. 5. Okay. Sure, 2 D8. D8. Okay, I'll just do level 1. 5. Okay, I think that's an extra 10 damage. 2d8. Oh, wait, 2d8. 5. An extra 16. And then... Let me lock in a spell slot. And then I want to do the... now I want to do the Shield Master shove.
Okay.
And I want to aim for like the water, like pushing him into the water.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit. Or does he need to make a saving throw?
You can add your shield's AC bonus to any dexterity saving. Wait, no. If you take the attack action on your turn, you can use your bonus action to try and shove a creature within 5 feet of you with your shield.
Okay, you're gonna make a strength saving throw, and you're gonna use your shield's bonus as a modifier for that. Does that make sense?
Yes. See. Your shield.
You need to beat a 13.
Strength saving throw.
Yup.
Okay. 15.
Nice.
I have a -1, so I just got a +1, like a +2. So anyway, we did it.
He's in the water.
Perfect, and I think that's my turn.
Perfect. Up next is Veronica. She is going to get up here. She's going to pull her hand up to the sky. And suddenly you're going to see black smoke begin to ooze out of the hand. And it suddenly and very quickly fills the room. And you are all now encompassed in darkness. So unless you have the ability to see in pitch black, like devil eyes or something to that effect, you cannot see in this room.
Is she able to see through her own darkness?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a concentration spell, though, right?
Yes.
Because I also have darkness, and so next turn I'll be like, "Bitch, you think? Taste your
So do I.
own
It
darkness."
is,
It
it is
would-
considered magical darkness, right?
Yes.
Not just okay. Okay,
So you would need
You
something that allows you, like devil's eyes or something like that, to see
Yeah,
in
I don't-
total darkness. Yeah.
I can cast my own darkness and blind that bitch myself.
Okay. Up next is Valentina. And you are not sure what Valentina has done, but neither one of you are attacked that round.
Oh, that's the worst.
Gregorio is going to go on his turn, and you are going to hear sounds of him getting up and out of the water.
How did he find the darkness?
I mean, a blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while.
All right.
I mean, it's not like his spatial awareness of the room goes away. It's like, I know where the edge of the pool is. I can
Fair enough.
swim towards it. But he also does not attack that round.
Okay.
Up next is Mordecai. It is pitch dark.
So, does that affect my movement speed at all?
Nope. Keep in mind, though, this is difficult terrain over here still. So you will also have to move through that difficult terrain.
Yes, but because the others, I'm assuming I can get to Veronica's last known position.
You can get what's your movement speed? Is it 30?
Yeah. Sorry, not Veronica. Valentina. Jesus Christ, this one, the purple.
Oh, the purple. So Veronica.
Yeah.
Yes. You
Okay,
can
that's
get
why.
there.
That's why. Okay, Veronica. Yeah, this is gonna be.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna get right up close to her, and then. Well, I think I'm going to cast Inflict Wounds on her.
Go ahead and roll to hit with disadvantage.
That's a 12.
You do not hit them.
And let me guess, shove is a bonus action, right? Or so shove is a regular action, right?
It might not be.
In Baldur's Gate.
Dude, patch 8 comes out on Tuesday.
I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Isn't that enabling crossplay?
Yep.
Wait, is that Tuesday? Guys, we should play together on Tuesday.
Yes, we all
down.
should.
I am setting aside my time after work for it.
It is an action.
They're also... It's regular
Hexblade,
action?
baby. Hexblade, finally.
I think they're also adding, 12 new classes? Or subclasses?
Yeah, each
One-
class is getting a new subclass.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So
Blade
excited.
Singer, Wizard, Hexblade, and then
Circle of Stars for Druid.
no, the Rogue. What's the Rogue one? My favorite Rogue archetype, and now I can't remember.
The only one I know is the Paladin, the Oath of Crown. Oh, Swashbuckler? That sounds fun.
Yes.
Ooh,
Swashbuckler,
fun.
Best Rogue class ever. I think Captain Jack Sparrow mixed with Princess Bride. Can't remember his name.
Wesley.
Wesley.
Wesley. Yep.
Well, Tyson, I think that will end my turn.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Coco. It is pitch black.
Okay. How about this? I have divine sense. The presence of strong evil registers on your senses like a noxious odor, and powerful good rings like heavenly music in your ears. With that, can I identify where they are?
I will say what it will do is it will cancel out. Well, go ahead and give me a perception check. And we'll say it's a flat perception rather than it being at disadvantage.
I'll take it. (14 + 1 = 15).
You smell that two of them are not in this room. And that one of them is about 5 feet to the right of where their last known location is. So you notice that this person is here. This person and this person are gone.
God damn it.
Oh shit! I see what she did. She fucking booked me.
He was in the water. He needed to stay in the water. Why didn't he just stay in the water?
Get in the water.
Ugh, okay. That's dumb.
I would, if I may offer a suggestion, just try and close the distance on this lady so we can finish this fight. We gotta turn her
I'm gonna pull out that net I was given before. From the boss. And
Perfect.
I'm going to try to run and capture them with the net.
Okay. I'm going to say it's another grappling check, but this time I will allow you to use dexterity rather than strength. Because it's not really about how strong you are. It's kind of about how much you finesse this.
Yeah. I would have to agree. And also with Shieldmaster, it says if you are subjected to an effect that allows you to make a dexterity saving throw. Oh, wait, to take half damage. Never mind. Never mind. It's just a normal roll. Ba-da-dum. I'm really good. 15. Hold on. My iPad is just glitching out. Okay, it's just a flat 15.
You succeed. They are now captured within the net. Suddenly, the darkness begins to dissipate, and you see them like a Scooby-Doo character-esque moment. You have a giant bug net around them.
We don't have like any means of like getting out of here, do we? How did they get out? What the fuck?
They
They, like,
went to the-
don't get out of
Make
here?
a perception check for me, you both.
Actually, yeah, that doesn't make sense because it would have taken at least one of them a turn to clear the debris.
It would have taken one of them an action to have cleared the debris.
Oh.
I got a 15.
Well, hang on. I'm sorry to pick hairs, but that is also difficult terrain. Would they have been able to get to the door, clear the debris, and move through it?
Yes.
Okay.
One of them used bonus action dash. So you notice that the debris is cleared. So one of them
Okay.
used bonus action dash to get their full movement back to go over to the debris. The other one used their action to move it away, and then they used their movement to get through. And the other one
Okay.
used its full action to dash.
Okay.
So mechanically, it does check out. But yes, Valentina is a rogue.
Okay. That-
The
That
other
would
one
explain
is
the height.
also a paladin, just so that you're aware. But yes, that's why she has the high dexterity. So, all right.
Wait, you said Valentina is over.
Valentina is a rogue.
Interesting. She had a high strength as well.
No, she had high dexterity.
Dexterity.
At this, I mean, I'm assuming we're still in combat, right?
Well, she has a +2 to strength, just so that you're aware. But that's like good, but that's not like phenomenal, right? But sorry, what was your question?
At this point, are we still considered combat, or do we have this person?
Combat is ended. They are captured.
Okay, cool.
I
I mean, not that I'm-
Oh, you go.
Please, by all means. No, I was going to say, but although I'm willing to continue this thread, I think it's probably better to hand it over to the others.
Yes, we are going to jump over actually. Inside of the bridal suite, we have Tony, dressed as Tamara and Raylo in the room with a knocked out groom 30 minutes prior to the wedding.
Right. We still don't know what that note says, right? In this moment.
Are you
Like,
talking
can I
about
look
the paper that he
The
had?
paper that he was going to give over to sell his shares or whatever.
I'm going to assume because you guys have sending stones and message that you would have filled him in, Danny, on what the...
Oh yeah, absolutely. While he was telling me, I am sending messages.
So,
So.
Dagan, I'm going to say that you're able to deduce that is what the other half said, right? Because originally you weren't sure if it was just if it was the confusion. What for you was
a potential assassin coming to find Tamara.
sure. That's why you knocked him out, I'm sure. But the paper that they had was somebody was giving up their power and position of their family title. And now you have deduced that it was Sergio giving up his power to be with, to become a soprano, essentially. Basically, he's shunning the bass name and all of the rights that come with being a bass.
All right.
So you find yourself. Tony has just shoved her mouth over yours and said "shh." After you've just said Tamara or Tony,
I thought that was before. That was before. Now he's knocked out.
and you have brought him into the room. So he is on the floor. It's you, it's Tony, and it's the floor.
Knocked out. Okay, Tony. I apologize severely. I had no idea. Is this a good thing or a bad thing, though, that he's trying to give over his, name and everything and rights to your family? I'm so confused.
I mean, would I want to be a soprano?
Sure. Beyond that, is this, in the big context of things and motivations, a good thing, a good sign?
Sure.
So, now what?
I think
This is when. Oh, you go, Tony.
I was just gonna say. I think I need to go talk to my pops, and maybe you can go find my sister.
Do you have any idea where she might be?
In the walls?
In the walls. Okay, I got it. There's a secret doorway you guys use, or something. Okay, and you can handle telling him whatever. It was a dream. He drank too much. Blah blah blah.
Go ahead for me and make a perception check, Raylo.
+2 to someone else. That's a 19.
You hear, coming from the bathroom, a large rumbling and noise.
Oh my god, I'm not anymore, Tony. I'm done. It was a disguise, and I'm not sticking with the shtick. Not cleaning out this fucking bathroom one more time. All right.
You hear a, oh shit!
Hello? Hello? The fuck is there?
You see a head pop out with very familiar looking headphones and a very familiar looking face. As you see Tamara emerge from the bathroom.
Occupied.
Alright, well, that was easier than I thought. Alright, Tony, now what?
I gotta go. And then Tony's gonna go through a random secret passageway and run off.
Or the hell?
While, in fact, you were looking over at Tamara, Tony had already split and left the room.
Is the groom still on the floor?
Yeah, he's definitely still on the floor and he's definitely passed out. He's also developed a shiner, so his eye is like starting to swell closed.
Tamara, I held off as much as I can, but some of these assassins and assailants came in and managed to hit him. Stop
You
them.
don't need to lie to me.
And then Tamara walk over to a bookshelf. You know, like when like the mean teacher, someone would be sleeping and they would like slam the book down next to someone sleeping to try to wake them up. Tamara's gonna just grab a random book from a shelf and then just right next to Sergio's head.
Oh, what the fuck, man? What the fuck? I said respectfully.
You looking at me?
Yeah, I'm looking at you.
Forgive me, sir. I come from a house of complete and total lies that mean nothing.
Okay.
I had to be sure.
To be sure fucking what?
You weren't an assailant on young Tamara's life.
I'm the fucking groom, you dipshit.
I mean, you're also a family of change. No, respectfully, I should say.
Are you insulting me? Are you making fun of me?
You got
And he's gonna start.
changelings?
Yeah, he's
I
gonna
said
start puffing his
respectfully.
chest up. Are you being fucking racist right now?
I said respectfully, sir.
Yeah, respectfully. Your respectfully is not very respectful.
All
You don't
I'm
know the
saying
first
is
thing
I
about
was
respect.
Wow, I'm on your side. Trying to help you.
Yeah, that's why you knocked me the fuck out.
I'm gonna
Look.
tell my dad about this.
Bud, I
Fuck
had
yeah.
no idea. I have no idea what I'm doing. I was hired to protect her. You came in barging. Very sweaty, might I add.
Bro, weren't you hired to flush the toilets? It smells like shit in here.
Yeah. And the stench got even worse when you came in, sir.
Whoa. I'm gonna need you to go clean that toilet right the fuck now, or I'm gonna use your face to clean the toilet right the fuck now.
Oh yeah? I'd like to see you try.
Go ahead and roll initiative for me.
Fuck. Sorry, couldn't help it.
I'm gonna have you roll Tamara as well. I'm gonna say your stats are identical to your sister's stats.
Hope we're not
What did you get?
using fucking weapons here.
2.
10.
That is a 17.
All right, you're gonna go first.
I'm going to, if I can do this, hold my action in order to defend myself. I'm not trying to aggro anything.
Says I'd like to see you try. I'm not trying to aggro anything.
Hey, I fucking started it. I started it eventually. I try to apologize.
That's fine. You can hold your action for him. He's definitely gonna try and sock you. So he is going to roll a strength check. He got a 10. I assume that does not hit.
Nope.
Perfect. You're able to use your action now in this moment.
I'd like to just knock him to the floor, like gracefully knock him to the floor again, like kicking his foot in as he falls, and I'll use my bonus action to up my AC, just in case Tamara wants to try anything to it.
Okay, go ahead and give me a shove action is what we'll do.
Use dexterity. I was trying to make it dexterous.
You can use dexterity if you would like.
Yeah. 25.
Yeah, he topples to the ground.
I'm gonna be like, I'm sorry. My pride got to me. That's not what I meant. I don't meant to fight you. I'm just here for one purpose and one purpose only. It's to protect
Tamara,
Tamara.
it is your turn. Your soon-to-be husband has just been humiliated by being knocked to the ground.
How far away am I from that board thing?
You're like within 5 feet.
Tamara's gonna go over to it to try to like grab it. Like the whole thing.
The what thing?
Okay. What do you want to do with it?
Hit Raylo over the head with it.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a strength check.
I rolled a nat 20.
You lift it up, and you're going to roll the hit, but you are going to roll with advantage because of your nat 20.
What do I roll to hit?
So with this, we're just going to say it's a flat roll because it's it's an improvised weapon, and you're probably not proficient with that. So we'll just go with we'll just go with a flat roll on this one.
Only a strength. Based.
15.
What's your armor class, Raylo?
20 now.
So you hit him, but it bounces off. Like, you know, his armor class is good. But Raylo, it kind of catches you off guard because you're not expecting Tamara to, like, throw a board at you. No damage occurs and no conditions change, but that does happen.
Tamara's still holding the board, and she's gonna notice that there's like some weird shit on it and not really kind of maybe like isn't paying attention to what's going on after that.
Perfect. Up next is Sergio, who's going to try and sweep his legs to knock you down. So I need you to make a dex save for me. You have to beat a 15.
Ooh, 14 plus 4.
You succeed. You're able to jump over his legs. It's now your turn.
Right. He won't listen to reason, I'm thinking. Can I try to make a perception check real quick to see where Tony would have gone if I knew she didn't leave out the front door?
Yeah, sure. You can give me a perception check.
That's not gonna be, it's,
You said it was what, a 9?
it was a 10.
Of a 10? You visually, you cannot see any kind of discerning place of where she could have gone. You assume that there's probably lots of secret passages and doorways, but as to where that is, you would need to investigate to figure that out.
Would that take an action?
It would take an action.
Okay, I'll hold my action again in self-defense.
Perfect. Tamara, you are holding a board with some weird political shit on it. Like,
Tamara wants to set the board down and go back over to that book that she threw down in front of or next to Sergio's head and then start flipping through it, looking for something.
perfect. Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
16.
You find whatever you're looking for.
Okay, she's gonna take a picture out of there and like look at it for a second and then rip it in half and then like crumple up one side and kind of like toss it, and then I don't know if I can start heading back towards the board, but that's where she's going.
Yeah, you definitely have movement to do that. All right, Mordecai, up next is your turn.
I'm not in the room.
Sorry, not Mordecai. Raylo. I don't know why I got that confused.
Isn't it Gregorio's turn?
He went. He was last in the pecking, or Tamara's last in the pecking order. So he tried to. His action was trying to sidesweep you to get you down.
Trying to hit me. But
Yeah.
I was holding mine for self-defense.
If you want to do another action before, you can.
So she threw a piece of paper.
She ripped a photo in half and crumpled up half of it, and then took the other half. Is that correct? Yeah.
I want to go and pick up that other piece.
The crumpled up piece?
Yeah.
Tamara, what does she see? What does he see?
It's a picture of Tamara.
Or is it Tony?
You just looked at the crumpled piece, right?
Yeah. Are you really okay? Look, from a person who comes from a very fucked up family, I get it.
Shh, I'm doing something.
As
With
you,
that, Sergio's going to get up. He's going to brush off his pants and brush off his face. And he's going to go, you know what? I got a fucking wedding I got to get to. Fuck you, pal.
So
And he's going to take the papers over and he's going to hand them to Tamara and says, I signed them. I just need you and your dad to sign them next. He's going to take it. And he goes, I love you. And then he's going to walk out.
Tamara's not going to say anything and keep doing what she's doing. And so she's going to take all of the papers and the writing and the stuff off the board and take the half of the picture she has and put it in the middle of the board and pin it by the head, like to the board. And then just kind of get up and like dust herself off and be like, perfect. And then kind of like look at Raylo and be like, I kind of got to get ready, so...
Yes, of course. I'm gonna look at that photo, like, memorize it. And
Give me an intelligence check to see how well you memorize it. But what is it that is on the photo? Tamara.
It's Tony.
$15 plus 7.
Intelligence.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're able to memorize it. It looks exactly like the same person on the floor.
And, like, I'm mentally putting it as I'm leaving. I'm letting her change. I'm closely listening to see if anything happens, like another assailant. I'm putting the two pieces together, like in my mind with the one I have. Is there any differences? Even if it's a different person or landscape or anything, like, is there any differences? I know they're identical.
Tamara, where is this location that they're at?
Like in the picture?
Yeah.
It looks like just like a picture, like the selfie, like in the bedroom, like right the same one that they were in.
In this photo, there is no discerning feature between two of them. You gather that this is prior to Josie giving Tony the paints to paint their headphones, so they look exactly the same.
And do I have the left piece or the right piece? I know that's not a huge clue, but
I don't know. What side does he have, Tamara?
What
I'll let
side
you
is it?
choose.
You have the right side.
Right side, and that means it's Tamara. I have Tamara's photo. Interesting. Still have no idea what the fuck is going on or why these people hate each other. We got a win to catch.
Okay. With
I'll
that,
I'll wait for Mara, or whoever she is, to come out and do my duty to still like escort and guard.
perfect. Josie and Theo, where are you guys?
I think we left off. We were still in Veronica Base's room with the dead body.
You find an emaciated dead body and a cultist book.
I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Josie, did you bring tinfoil?
Yeah, I'm just gonna like reach into my pocket and like make a headband and like a little like a headband around his head and mine.
I have a feeling this is going to be very important because there's definitely fucking lizards here. And I think we should go see Uncle the Boss and prepare him for us failing at this fucking mission, because I have no idea what's going on. I heard them fighting a woman that's dead on the floor here over the sending stone. God knows where the bride and groom are.
Hopefully,
This is not the stage we want to be in 30 minutes before the wedding.
I mean, being optimistic, hopefully they're happy and ready to be married to each other and don't have any black eyes or any bodily injuries.
Who knows?
It'd be really unfortunate. This is the kind of family where somebody gets in a fight right before a wedding, and that's just an amazing principle for us right now. We should go find Uncle the Boss or somebody. I need an adult to address the fact that the groom's mom is dead right now.
Should we like leave this?
One of us should stay here and guard it. I also want to make sure you're like smart, right?
No. No.
You've probably, I think we've discussed this to this point, but like they're definitely trying to use changeling blood to hide in places. That's definitely what's happening.
I think they're the walls. Yeah.
The lizards are using this to infiltrate. They're using changeling blood to infiltrate everybody. That's the only explanation.
How do I know that you're you?
How do I know that you're you? Say something only Josie would say.
Has just occurred for both of you.
Booby trap spelled backwards is party boob.
That's all right. No, that's it. I don't know how to spell what you just said, but I'm gonna trust you because you're smarter than me. I am so far back in the chat for a different thing. Oh, there's the button. Okay, you guard the corpse. Make sure it doesn't. I walk off. This feels like a thing that could happen. I'm gonna go find Uncle the Boss.
I need both of you to give me a perception check right now.
God damn it.
God damn it.
You know, I'm not even alarmed by the body so much as like all the fucking sex toys everywhere.
I wasn't gonna mention it. I just there was not this many when I was in this room before.
Tony, Theo, that is a positive observation.
I don't know what that means.
I did mention that in my board, how Theo was in the room when there was less stuff than when there was
I got a nat 20.
I got.
I'm
16.
noticing every gory detail.
You
This
hear
is my
coming
next
down
trauma.
the hall Valentina's voice.
Every
Oh,
honey
fuck.
detail.
All right, I have a plan.
Pass without a
You-
trace. What?
Also, better than my plan. Okay, hide under the bed.
I need each of you guys to give me a stealth check and describe for me where you're hiding.
What hiding spots exist in this room other than under the bed?
You have a closet, you have curtains, you have a little kitchenette over in the other room, you have cabinets, you have trunks, you have whatever you can think of. You like that would probably be in a room.
I want to hide behind the curtains in the window. Oh wait, can I do the thing where they're like out the window hanging on the windowsill?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a stealth check though.
Is pass without a trace advantage or?
You get a
It's
plus
plus
10.
Oh, okay. So, I forgot I have good dex. 26.
I think 31. It's 12 plus 9 plus 10. So I think it's 31.
Yeah, you both can hide wherever the fuck you want to hide.
I'm gonna go. I'm small. Under the bed.
Okay.
The murder sex mattress.
All right. And with that, you hear two people walk into the room. And they slam the door shut. That was a fucking close call on that one. We need to act fast.
They're French.
Master. Hi. What do you want the plan to be now?
Can I at this point at Coco be like messaging through the rock
Yeah.
and being like, yo,
What hand?
Valentina and Gregorio got away from us. We have Veronica with us. Just so you know, they got away.
And just so you know, they are hostile.
And she's missing a hand.
You are going to have to be Veronica now. We're going to have to leave Gregorio out of this. Go into the room and grab a change of clothes. Yes, master. Here, drink more blood. With that, she hands him a vial of blood. He downs the whole thing, and he enters the room and begins to transform. And you see that his body changes shape from Gregorio base to Veronica base. He reaches into the closet and takes out a dress and begins to put it on. And then they both go over into the main room, close the door behind them, and you hear them getting ready for the wedding.
Could I have been like filming the transformation on my phone? Do we have phones?
Immediately, just like,
Yeah.
Go ahead
I do
and
have
give me
encode thoughts for the record. If not.
give me one more stealth check to see if you were able to see without getting caught. Because I imagine from my vantage point, you're seeing the legs change. You're not really seeing the body change. And Theo, I
That's
imagine that you can't see any at all.
No.
That one, gonna reroll that. That's a 2, but it's still plus 10 plus 9, so 21.
Easily.
You are able to adjust yourself to be able to see the transformation occur, but you bump your head on a trunk that is underneath the bed. And it makes a noise for a second. You
The truck is
pause.
vibrating.
Just kidding, it's not doing that, but that's funny. You hit your head on the trunk, but Valentina doesn't notice, or the new Veronica doesn't notice, and then they exit the room and try and go get ready for the wedding.
They're going into like this, you said this is a suite where like we're in the bedroom and they're going out to like the main area.
Yes. Below you is 2 stories, by the way, Theo.
That's okay. That's okay. Can I want to like whisper to Josie, I have a plan. I want to whisper to Josie, I have a plan. Follow my lead.
In your head, you're going to hear, "Are you sure? They might kill us."
I'm going to let you guys discuss really fast. I have to go to the bathroom, like pretty badly.
Okay.
So, discuss
Follow
amongst
your
yourselves, metagame if you would like.
They will kill you.
Here is the plan.
There's
I
no
was
way.
gonna-
Valentina's so wounded. You guys can take him.
We got
Oh
this.
yeah, she would. Be
I was
good.
gonna wall shimmy over, and
They're-
assuming there's a window in the main room, crawl through that window and distract Valentina with like a. My concept is like somebody climbing up a trellis to sneak in through the window of like a girlfriend, and distract Valentina, and you jump them, and then we start a fight.
That's actually smart. Way to go,
Yeah.
Theo.
It's too smart for Theo. But it's fine. He saw it in play.
Wait, what are you doing? I missed it.
I'm gonna crawl through a window like a boyfriend sneaking into a house to distract Valentina, and Josie's gonna. We have to come up with the jump word, so you know when it's.
What is it? Party poop? No.
I
booby trap.
did add a question of why did they take all of Veronica's blood and not all of Gregorio's? Something to consider.
Is
Well,
Gregorio?
Gregorio's still alive.
No, I was on a date with
They-
him like 30 seconds ago.
Did they take his blood? Oh, yeah, that's right, because they like tossed his room, right?
Yeah, they had to have taken his blood to transform into him because that's how they turned into Veronica, right?
So then maybe Gregorio
That
supplied
makes
them
more
with stuff.
sense.
So I don't, but I'm just curious as to like why. That's why I think Veronica either stumbled into something or things went south and got killed. And that's why they killed her and took all of her blood so they could keep pretending to be her. Whereas Gregorio, they, need him alive for now. Or don't want to
Right.
alert suspicion.
Don't
So
put a lot of out.
Wait, so it. Never mind. I get it.
I want to. We can pass this through Tyson as well when he comes back, but I also want to like into the sending stone. Just tell Coco, we're in Valentina's room. Come block the door. I have a plan.
The plan is to fight.
I didn't say it was a complicated plan.
No,
I don't
it's
know if we'll be able to
perfect.
get there. I doubt we will.
Yeah, how are we gonna get back?
Well, first, I want to interrogate the person we're taking captive. I want to,
This is fair.
but I doubt that's gonna happen tonight.
Honestly, I'll start heading that way. If I hear that, I'll start heading that way.
Danny, to clarify, you don't necessarily know whose blood they drank.
Fair enough. Oh, that's a bummer.
All right, so it's just random magical blood.
I'm
All right.
not
It could
saying
just
you're
be blood
wrong.
fueling a spell.
What I'm trying to insinuate is not necessarily that you didn't see them drink Valentina's blood, but that you're unsure of whether or not the blood they drink has to transform them into that person,
Gotcha.
Oh,
or whether or not
so-
it's just the blood of a
you're saying-
changeling giving them the attributes of a changeling.
Oh,
Interesting. Ooh.
oh shit. This might be like a blood bank for a cult. That's why we're gonna say.
That makes so much fucking sense. Oh god. Tyson, did you hear
Oh my God.
my
That does
fantastic
make so
plan?
much sense.
Yeah, I heard everything. I kept the headphones on.
Okay. All right. I want to shimmy over to the window and start climbing through.
Go ahead, and you're gonna have to do 2 things for me. You're gonna have to give me a strength check to shimmy, and you're gonna have to give me a dexterity check to open the window. And I'm going to flip a coin right now, and there's a 50% chance that the window is either like locked or unlocked. So I'll let you call it. You want to call it heads or tails?
Heads.
Okay.
Yep.
The window is open, so you need to give me 2 rolls. You need to give me a strength and a dex.
I got 16 on strength
Perfect.
and a 5 on dex.
You shimmy over, no problem. You go to try and go through the window, and you find that there is a window there. And you take your hand to try and open it, but all you hear is a as your hand skids across the glass.
I want to knock on the window.
Knock, 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 knock. You, Meg, or Josie, here from the other room. What the fuck is that? She goes down. Tina is gonna go. We need to get out of here now. And with that, they're gonna get up and they are gonna leave the room.
I'm gonna open the door and cast Hold Person on Valentina.
Nice. What do they need to make? A wisdom saving throw?
It's Wisdom, and then my DC, I think it's 15 or 16. I think 15.
They fail. They are frozen right at the doorknob.
And then can I run to the window like I'm like running and like pointing to cast it? I want to try to open the window.
You can get to the window, but you cannot open the window.
Okay, so that was my action.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna use my bonus action to wild shape into a bear.
At the window or at the doorway where you're at?
At the doorway. Or sorry, at the window. Like I want to make it to the window at least.
Okay. You make it to the window and suddenly you transform into a giant brown grizzly bear. You're going to look behind and the person now dressed as Veronica is going to look at you and they are going to cast.
Wait, are they held? Or is it now
No.
Veronica and Valentina?
So you have Veronica and Valentina. So Valentina
Okay.
is, I'm assuming, the one you wanted because they were reaching for the door to hold person on.
Yes. Yeah.
New Veronica. New Veronica.
I hate this.
There's 3
Go
B
ahead.
names now.
Yeah.
And 2 of them are the same. New Veronica is going to cast Shatter
On me?
on you.
Okay. Do I have to roll?
You do, but let me pull
Double
up the
click for that
spell.
window.
This was your plan. Where are you?
There was a complication. The window has windows.
I'm gonna be like, all right, let me know if things go awry, guys.
Oh, that's
It's
not what I
really hard
wanted.
to open a window while also shoulder pressing.
Okay, just kidding. They're doing Thunder Wave. That's what I want.
Oh, okay.
I need Theo and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
19.
Um, 17.
You are going to take each of you are going to take 8 points of damage as the glass is now shattered behind you, Theo, and as broken glass has fallen on top of you. That's how you take your points of damage. And you take 8 points of damage on you, Josie, but you are not pushed back 10 feet through the window.
Great. And then I have to make a concentration check.
Yes, to see if you maintain hold person.
Yeah, I got an 18.
Perfect. And now I need all of us to roll initiative.
Wait, everybody?
How have all three of our interactions ended in combat?
Not everybody, just everybody in this room.
Oh,
so like
okay,
Theo,
okay,
Josie,
Okay.
and then the two other characters.
I rolled a 4.
I got a 12.
All right, Josie, you are up first.
No way.
They got a 10 and a 7. So
Okay. Valentina frozen, Veronica's not. So
Yes.
I want to square up with Veronica. The window's open now, right? Since it's shattered, she can get
yes.
in.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna close with Veronica and I'm gonna make a multi-attack.
Go for it.
Okay.
Are you killing or are you knocking out?
I'm trying to knock out, probably, because we need
Okay.
evidence. I don't think any of these people are gonna believe me unless they see it, so. Bite and claw, so. We'll do bite first. 21 to hit.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
And that's a
Who are you attacking first? Or are you...
Veronica.
Okay.
Since Valentina's frozen, I don't want to. Okay, well, that's not good. That's 5 points of damage,
Perfect.
and then claw. That's a 25 to hit. Damn, this dice is really good.
25 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
2d6. 11 points of slashing damage.
Oh, they are not looking good at all.
And then I think that's all I can do. So.
Perfect.
Oh, I guess in Theo's head, I'll just let him know what's going on. Valentina's frozen. Veronica's trying to fuck us up. And that's it.
Noted. You hear out loud from out of a broken window.
Noted. Up next is going to be Veronica. She's going to try and use concentration to break. She fails. Or I guess wisdom, but yeah, she fails anyways. And then up next is Gregorio, or new Veronica. They're going to try and hit you. There's a 14 hit.
Yeah, my AC is only 11.
Okay, and they're going to do the same thing. They are going to cast... no, this time they're going to do an attack with their longsword, and then do a divine smite as well. So
Fuck,
1d8.
paladin.
It's going to be 4d8 plus... What's the long sword again? 1d8. So 5d8 worth of damage.
Okay.
Do I have all of those dice? I only have 4 here. Alright, I'll roll one of them twice. Alright. Not good. You're going to take 28 points of damage.
Fuck, okay. I am Josie again.
And then they are going to try and attack you a second time.
Let me make concentration for the first one.
Yep.
Okay, that's a nat 20.
Perfect. And they rolled a 2 plus 5, so that is only a 7.
Okay.
They're expecting to still be fighting a bear.
Not a little short.
They're like, what the fuck? And then, are you a changeling too? And then
I was gonna make the same joke.
Theo, it is your turn.
I would like to climb through the window. I don't know where that fits into the action economy.
That would be an action.
Perfect. I am still a problem, so I'm going to use Quicken Spell with Metamagic. How many points is that? That's just... No, that's 2. Okay, I was reading them. To cast Sorceress Burst at the new Veronica.
Okay.
That's not great as a 7.
7 does not hit.
But it's okay, because I also have action surge, so I can hit them again anyway. I'm gonna try just hitting them with the hammer.
Perfect. Go ahead
The
and
modified
roll the hit.
Formal weight plates. That's an 18.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage. Are you trying to kill or trying to knock out?
Josie's here. We'll be nice. We'll just hurt him. That's 9 points of damage.
They fall to the ground, collapsed and knocked out. You see their form begin to change from Veronica, and they change into an adult male elf.
Do we recognize this person?
Give me a history check, but it's not somebody you've seen from school.
I know history is one of my... Oh, cool. That's the one intelligent thing that Theo's good at. It's still not great. It's a 10.
You've not seen this person from your recollection, and nothing discernible, but you assume that they are a member of the cult.
I have no idea who this is. Okay, we should deal with the one that matters. Do we have rope to tie... I don't know how effective rope is going to be, but do we have rope to tie this one up?
Hey, so she's only
I'm certain there's handcuffs in that room. I just don't want to touch them.
She's only held for another few rounds, so we should probably take care of this one, too.
Oh, okay. Do we want to just, knock him out?
Well, up
I
next
was
that was your
hearing
turn.
us discuss this.
Yeah, that was your turn. So up next is going to be Valentina again, and she's going to try and break free. She fails. So now it is Josie's turn. I need you to give me a concentration check.
Only if I'm hit.
Oh, okay.
Right? Yeah.
So she is held. What would you like to do?
That is a very good question.
You have advantage and you auto crit on attacks.
Oh, I actually don't have to use a spell then.
Just punch her. I'm certain it'll work.
I am so weak. It won't work. Oh, I have daggers now. I'm gonna take out my dagger from my boot and just go eh.
Yeah, go ahead and roll damage. You're gonna roll critical damage on that.
Cool. So it just doubles the die?
You do the max, you roll like a normal attack, and then you add the max amount of attack that it would occur. It's just like a natural 20.
Oh.
How we do a natural 20, I guess I should say.
Oh, that's 9 points of damage.
They are still up.
Oh, would I get... Because that was with advantage, would I get sneak attack damage with that? I don't know how that works. I've never
You can add sneak attack damage.
I think that's only another D4. Let me check.
I think it's a D6. I think you're high enough.
I'm new to this
It's at
world,
least a
so-
D6, I think.
Well, actually, how many levels in Rogue do you have?
Just one.
Oh, then it's a
Ooh,
D4.
you-
Oh no, it's a D6.
1d6. There you go.
That's another 2 points.
I didn't even know you
They are
could-
still up.
Nice.
It is Theo's turn.
I'm gonna hit him with a hammer.
Go ahead. You crit, so just roll like a normal attack and then add the max amount for that attack value. So if it's a 1d8, you'll add
All
8.
right.
If it's a 1d6, you'll add 6.
13.
They are knocked out to the ground. They are out cold.
Josie, we're heroes.
High five. Woo.
Hooray for our
So,
team!
yeah.
We hid in a room for hours and then good things happened.
So you
I-
said you saw handcuffs in there?
I'm certain there are. I was gonna ask if I could go pilfer the disgusting bloody bondage equipment. It feels right that she should, have to suffer with this.
Poetic justice.
There are
Oh,
2
does-
handcuffs tied to the hands of real Valentina on the bedposts.
Ugh. Okay. Rock, paper, scissors.
You-
I'm not.
Ew.
I can't pick locks. You can pick locks.
Fuck.
I'll break them on accident, and then we have to just hold them.
Okay. I'll go get the handcuffs. Did the Valentina person turn into anyone when they collapsed?
No, they look exactly like Valentina.
We're also saying the sending stone. Everybody, our team is best team. We've knocked out the sex pests. If we want to,
Does the sending stone send to everybody or just to the other sending stone?
I can.
I'm
I'm going to
I-
say for the 4 spending stones that you have, they all can talk on the same channel or frequency.
yeah. So I think it was me, Coco, Raylo had one. I don't know who else had the last one. Maybe Tony or Tamara in this case.
Oh, I don't have one.
I'll write a note to.
I'm going to say Cordelia
Cordelia?
has one in this case, and Tony and Tamara
Okay.
do not have one because I doubt they were in the room.
It might have been just after Tony / Tamara. I don't even fucking remember at this point. Walked into the walls.
Great
Yeah,
job.
I'll go get the
Better.
handcuffs.
I don't even know if Devin
Handcuff them.
remembers at this point.
Look, I think
I'm never again
Guys.
doing names that are alliterations.
you did amazing, and that is most likely the culprit. However, some fishy fucking things going on with Tony and Tamara. To be honest with you.
Wait, so do I know that all this stuff has been going on? Because as far as I'm aware, I was just leaving the bar.
Yes. I assume you
Okay.
guys have enough time to catch everybody up on everything. It is 10 minutes to the wedding.
Oh.
Can we?
Someone pull the boss.
I mean, I would like to interrogate mainly Veronica, Valentina, the
Veronica.
Who you
no,
have?
Valentina. No,
Yeah.
I would like to interrogate Valentina, who they have.
What would you like to do with Veronica, who you have?
We can have a hostage play date.
Real quick, I would like to give them, and I'll roll intimidation on this. I'm going to give them one chance to reveal who they are. It's to see if they're of anyone of interest to me before I make my next choice. And I can roll intimidation if you want.
Yeah,
Can
go
I
ahead and roll
also
intimidation.
Intimidation.
Yeah, you can give them the help action with you and your terrifying looks.
Yeah, I want to be like lurking behind him too.
That is a. Wait, what is the help action? How much does that add?
It just is a advantage, so you can roll twice
Oh.
and take the higher of the 2 values.
Oh, that's good because my second one was a nat 20.
They're gonna look at you and go, I am a follower of our blood lord savior. I am a devout disciple. My name is Lucian, and you can do whatever you want to me, but I will not break.
That is
May
a
his-
bold man to make that challenge to.
Coco, do you have any inclination. Like, I don't think this person's high up. I don't think he's going to tell us what we need. I think we could just burn him alive.
This is just another lowly cult member. Who gives a fuck?
So, Tyson, two things I want to do. One, I want to carve the cult of Tiamat into his forehead. And then
Perfect.
I think I want to burn him alive.
Do you have a
Or,
spell
you know,
mechanic that you're going to do for this?
No, you know what? We'll just throw him into the water and let him drown.
Okay, you're going to keep him tied up, and you're going to throw him into the water to drown?
Yep.
I imagine like Coco's a Shinigami on fucking Morkai's shoulders.
Oh my gosh, I'm literally not. Please, that's literally what I'm doing.
Yeah, you guys do it. And as you see their body writhe as they drown in the water, you see them transform yet again, and they are a female dwarf.
Yeah, totally not important.
Yep.
They found out.
Let's go meet up with the others. I have questions, and we got 10 minutes.
I'm gonna like very with almost perfect form dive into the water and start swimming over.
Are you going to do that, or are you guys going to go through the basement?
I'll just go through the basement. I don't know how I'm assuming that leads somewhere.
I'm gonna very efficiently like do a flip and circle back and climb out of the water.
I know like the idea of Coco swimming off into the sunset while Marco is like, well, that's the wrong way, and then just turning towards the door.
You guys actually find yourself in a very interesting spot, Morkai and Coco. You find yourself in like a dungeon area. There are cells and people screaming and writhing in pain. You hear interrogations going on.
I wish I had swam away.
And I mean, what you observe is that this is where the boss keeps all of his prisoners. And that the person doing interrogations and punishing is down here. They're doing this while the wedding is going on. None of these people are associated with the wedding, though. It's not like this is like the boss's other business ventures.
Yeah.
Right.
There is a single set of stairs that leads up and is that you can see from this point. Let me say that. There is a single set of stairs that you can see in this hallway. It leads up, and there's a giant sign that says the boss's office over the door.
So this... I'm going to turn to Coco. Did they run through the boss's office to get into the... How did...
They must have, but I don't know. I'm literally sloshing wet.
Give me an investigation check, both of you.
I don't think he'll be too happy if we come up that way.
I got a 12. I mean, we can...
I got a 6.
You do not find another set of stairs down there, but you do notice that the boss's door has a lock on the outside, and it is locked.
Oh, you know what? Real quick, has Cordelia had a chance to do anything? Because I'd rather turn it over to Cordelia.
Cordelia, you just finished your date with Gregorio. You have been updated with all of this information. What would you like to do, and where would you like to go?
Sorry, hit the wrong button. Well, I originally planned on going to talk to the tenors, but that seems like a moot point at this point. So I think I'm just going to slowly start heading back to, I guess, where the Tamara is. Make sure that they actually get to the wedding, since everyone else seems preoccupied and I'm not interested in torturing people. They'll keep me informed. So
you make your way back to the hallway and you see Raylo standing outside the door.
Okay, good sign.
These people are dragging me into what? hear what I said? I
Raylo, you are very quiet. I don't know if you're far enough away from your mic or not, but
no. I was trying to be quiet
oh,
because I was trying to, talk quietly. I accidentally, I need to say this, punched the groom, and it was only because he was coming aggressively into Tamara's room, and I was trying to stop him because whatever, I thought he might have
You
been upset.
accidentally punched someone.
I did. I punched him really good too. And then I'm just gonna explain the whole thing. Like, there's an altercation. I fucking won ish, but that's not important. Sorry. It's this whole thing. Like, she has this
We
whole-
literally had a battle of the. Do you know who my father is? Like, oh my god.
Okay, look, I look. This might not mean.
do you know who my
I know
father-in-law is?
that Lucy and caught the quote unquote assailant. There's something off about Tamara and Tony's relationship, and I can't even know who's who at this point.
No, right? Like, I'm still not convinced that they're two different people. Like, is that just me? Am I the weird one here?
No, I have no idea. And they're both condescending as the next, and so I can't tell who's who. I mean, okay,
They're both.
look, in this confrontation, all of a sudden Tamara threw an entire fucking cabinet at me and dodged it, but then she went all of a sudden forgot to be, she forgot she was in a fight and went to this book and she ripped out a page, 2 pieces. One of them she pinned onto this board, and it would take probably 5 years to explain what was going on in this board, but I'm thinking it was Tony. This was Tamara. And then she crumpled up the other. I grabbed, and I think it was her that she threw away. And I'll show you that.
Okay.
The thing is, they both have not been concerned about this whole assassination attempt at all.
To be fair, I don't think life-threatening emergencies have really ever phased Tony, so this is not new.
I mean, I agree, but the same with her sister, who is, I guess, the target. I don't know, but it was weird. The first time I went in, it was Tony who had, I guess we knew this already, replaced, you guys might have known, I don't know, replaced her. And then all of a sudden, Tamara shows up and Tony disappears right when I was about to ask her what the hell is going on, of course. Well, Tony. I think that there's still something going on.
Did Tony give you any indication of where she was going?
None. I literally turned away for 1 second and she was gone.
I thought she said she was going somewhere. Rebecca.
Going what?
I can't metagame, but I know she did say she was going somewhere.
She said she was leaving, right?
She did give a destination. Give me a history check, Raylo.
Let's rewind a bit.
We'll let the dice decide.
A 17 plus 7.
You remember her saying she was going to her dad's office.
She was going to her dad's office. And then
why don't we just go ask her? Let's just go find her and ask her.
Alright, fine. You know what? I'm done with this whole shtick. Let's go.
Clearly, what Tamara's going through, whatever Tamara's going through, but Tony, at least we can get.
That was my phony. I'm not a butler. It was the bodyguard Tamara, but you know what? She just basically threw what seemed to be at least a 200-pound cabinet at me. I think she can handle herself. And if she doesn't care about her life, I should leave. Anyway, let's go.
Oh, God, I feel bad leaving her alone.
I do too, but she did try to kill me. Ish.
You two are gonna
I
make
feel
your
like I'm
way
gonna regret this.
down to the boss's
I mean-
office. You guys
You got the
hear
assailant.
the wedding march begin. Like the orchestra striking up the band, right? People getting ready for the train to follow.
I'll leave Buldu. Hey, look, before I will leave my familiar at the doorstep where we're at.
You can do that, but you will lose your senses of where you are. And you will not be able to move.
Wait. Can he not like inform? Like, can he not like? Hold on. He can't like give me a little insight about what's going on.
You can look through his eyes in the familiar, but you cannot like leave
Right.
him alone.
I will check in momentarily. Yeah.
Okay. You guys are heading down to the boss's office.
I will keep an eye on Tamara or an ear. When I do that, I need you to hold me steady in that split second.
Yeah, totally.
You head down to the boss's office. Really fast. Ian and Mordecai, are you guys going to head through the boss's door?
Yeah, sure. Why not? I mean,
Oh,
I'd
God.
like to. I think that's the quickest way, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Are you guys
I'm
just
gonna
going
let
to
you
open
go
the
first.
door, or are you guys going to...
I'm gonna knock. I'm gonna be polite about it at the very least.
Perfect. There is a latch that you will have to unlock.
Well, to knock the door or knock on the door.
You can knock on the door, but nobody can open it unless you unlock the door. Think of like a deadbolt or like on a gate, the
Sure.
sliding lock. So you can
But I
knock,
guess-
but whoever is going to open the door can't open it because the lock is engaged.
Oh, I see. So, from the outside.
It locks from your side, from the outside. So it stops anybody from the office from coming downstairs into the dungeon.
I see. Well then, yeah, I'll knock and unlatch it.
Wait, is anyone gonna like detail about how weird that is? This is the
Um,
boss's office, right?
Yes,
And it locks from the outside?
correct.
I guess he's more worried about people getting in there than getting out.
Oh. That is astute of you.
You knock.
Alright.
and
Assuming he's
you
not in
hear-
there.
You hear nothing, yeah.
I mean,
Well.
Coco, he's probably at the wedding. We're running late. We gotta go.
Yeah. I mean, they just went through, I guess, assuming.
Yeah.
Maybe
So
we
I think.
could open
Well-
just in case.
Yeah, Tyson, we'll go through.
You guys enter in and you see that you come to another set of stairs that leads up into the office of the boss. You saw the other side of these stairs when you were in the office the last time. So you've now connected where that spiral staircase goes
Okay.
down. You head up into the office. I need you guys to give me one more perception check before you cross the room.
That is 5.
Are
14.
we in the same room with Cordelia and Raylo now?
They are not there yet. They are coming to the
Oh,
other side of
okay.
the office.
My bad. I
Okay.
thought we had all.
I got a 17.
You notice in the center of the room there is a glyph of warding.
And I'm assuming there's no way for us to get around this thing.
Not from your current vantage point.
What does that do?
If we step on it, it'll usually blow up or it'll do something, and it will probably alert the boss that we're in here when we're not supposed to be in here. And I'm out of level 2, so I can't Misty Step.
Should we just go swim?
I mean, can you? Yeah, honestly, I think it's probably best. Would you be willing to fly us out?
My wing power is over. It only lasts for so long, and that was like last week. That's like what got us down.
All right. Well, we're gonna have to sneak into the wedding wet. Let's do this. Tyson, I think we're gonna go back down and swim it out.
All right, it's gonna take you 20 minutes to swim. But if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do.
Well, okay, wait, where? Okay, what happened to Veronica and them? Or Valentina?
Are you trying to understand how they got out and up and through without going through the boss's
No.
office?
Where did you guys stop them, or did they leave again?
No, they're stopped. They're incapacitated. We're trying to link back up with them. Or
Okay,
get
if it calls the boss, let it call him, and then we'll be like, we got her. Stop the wedding. If that's what it does, I mean, if it could be like an explosive, then yikes.
One thing I want you to consider, both of you, is the door locks from the outside, and 2 individuals made it up to the 2nd floor.
Right, which is I was touching that earlier. Probably tells me that there is another entrance somewhere.
Oh, because it was locked.
Yeah, but I figured honestly no time to waste on that one. We're kind of running on the clock here, but we failed
You
our check
guys
to
can
find that. Right?
still make the you guys can still make the same. Well, you made a perception check. You could do an investigation check now if you wanted. You guys made the same. You could still take the same course of action. I just wanted you to honestly just be aware that of all your options on the table.
And I'd like to, if I'm able to make an investigation or an insight check to see if I can find this 2nd staircase, then I would love to.
Go for it.
Yeah, I'll look too.
That was much better. I got a 19.
I got a 16.
You find at the end of the cellar, one of the doors is actually a legitimate root cellar, like a pantry with food, and that there's another spiral staircase that leads up and into the kitchen.
All right, go. Let's go. Let's go get some cannolis on the way out. Let's go.
You some goldfish or something.
You make your way up
Goldfish.
to the kitchen, and it is a flurry. People getting ready for the dinner that will happen after the wedding. You see that the wedding cake is still there, and that the chef that Theo talked to earlier is delicately placing the bride and groom on top of the cake.
I guess I'll shuffle past everyone and you know what? I'll ask a hand if they can point us to the Valentina's room, wherever that is in the house.
It's on the 2nd floor.
Okay, I'm just gonna rush past them and try and hurry there as quickly as possible.
Perfect. So you're heading to Valentina's room. Josie and Theo, you're staying in Valentina's room. Correct?
Yes.
And then Cordelia and Raylo, you guys are heading to the boss's room.
Yeah, we're looking towards where we think Tony would be.
Should we just say that? Where we made it in?
Tony, you have made your way down to the boss's office, and your father is not there. You believe that he has gone to the wedding.
Tony's going to the bar because Tony needs to get some liquid courage to talk to her father.
Perfect. Go ahead and roll for me 3 constitution checks. You need to pass a 10.
I got a 14, a 17, and a 10.
You are not drunk, but you feel pretty good. And you're going to head over to the wedding. You see that Sergio is standing over the altar with a bloodied eye. and that the boss is officiating the wedding.
That checks out.
And with that, you hear the music and the organ start to play. Raylo and Cordelia, give me a investigation check.
Ooh. 24.
On a 24, you pass by the bar that Tony is drinking in on your way to the boss's office, and you see Tony in there taking a shot of, I don't know, what does Tony like to drink?
Straight lighter fluid.
Tony drinks moonshine.
I was thinking Jaeger, but that all works. All of the above is a yes.
Combination.
Yeah.
Ever
She's taking
Soda.
Irish car bombs right now.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Tony's drinking absinthe right now.
LOL.
He's drinking something that would make Alco blush.
Pretty much.
and she's like sober.
Has not phased her yet. You guys see her drinking at the bar. She finishes her last shot.
I would be like, Cordelia, you talk to her. I have a lot.
I would gladly go talk to Tony right now. I would like to approach.
Floor is yours.
Oh my god, Tony, hi. Or do you want to do shots? You seem like you're in the mood to do shots.
Yes, and then Tony's gonna turn to the bartender and say 3 more.
Are they all 3 for you, or are they for you, Raylo, and
She's gonna turn to them and say, "What do
Cordelia.
you guys want?"
I'll do 2.
Cherry cordial.
Well, it's on the
Oh.
house, so
You know what?
I think he'll also do 2.
Maybe not 1.5.
But come on, just do it.
All right,
You want to get it a top.
2.
all right, for however many shots you guys are taking, go ahead and roll that many Constitution checks for me. DC of 15 for you, Tony. DC of 10 for you and Raylo.
I got a 18 and a nat 20, so I'm good.
Oh, wait.
I've been drinking all day.
We're taking 2 each.
You can choose how many you want to take, but for whatever you're going to take, roll.
I did too.
I'll do 1 at a time here.
a 17 and a 12. So one of them did get me.
You're feeling a little tipsy. I'm going to say that you have a propensity to say what is on your mind.
Got a nat 1. Hi.
Just like a nat 1?
You, Raylo, have never tasted anything stronger in your life, and you immediately are like faded. Like you're like tipsy. You have impaired balance, so you have a disadvantage on anything dexterity.
Oh boy. Isn't
I've been
this
drinking
great,
all day.
guys?
I'm doing great. This is so fun. Tony, aren't you so excited to be at your sister's wedding?
I'm gonna be married, Tony. Tony, you're gonna be married. I never got.
Tony's gonna turn to Cordelia and say, "So you can like call your dad whenever you want, and he just like has to show up."
I mean, not so much show up, but he like gives me what I ask for, you know, pretty much
like,
always.
He's just there.
Yeah, whenever I call him. Yeah,
Always, yeah.
you know,
Always.
he's given me everything in my life. Like, I appreciate everything he's done for me, so.
Do you appreciate not being in school?
Not yet. So, I'm sure I will.
I have to talk to my dad.
What do you have to talk to him about?
Business,
So family?
family stuff.
Yeah. Family's the worst. I totally know all about that. I have so much family. Really boring. But twins, they're weird, right? Like, what was that like?
You know, Tamara is only jealous of me because I'm a musical prodigy. And
Oh,
she
that is so clear.
doesn't know I was a member of the Blue Man Group. Do you know that?
I did not, but I totally can see it.
She auditioned. She didn't even get a call back.
Wow. So she really like grew up living in your shadow then?
Yeah. You could say that.
I mean, I could say a lot of things, but is that the one that's true?
Tony's gonna turn to the bartender and say, another round.
You know, that's crazy, because I knew a lot of those people.
I will absolutely do another shot.
Back in the day.
However many
Tony,
shots you're going to do,
family-
roll that many constitution checks. Raylo, you can keep going with
Is
your
it-
role play.
Is it going up by 5 again?
Yes.
I failed 2 of them.
I'll do 2.
You have impaired motor skills, Tony,
I failed 1.
and you feel emotions intensely. You failed 1. You have
Yeah.
You have reduced motor skills. Raylo, are you going
What
to take
else is
another
there?
shot?
Probably, but I'm gonna be like, you know, Tony, family fucking sucks. And it's true. The jealous ones are the worst because the same thing happened to me.
Whoa, watch what you say about my family, okay?
I didn't say anything about your family. I'm talking about my family.
I
Oh,
love
that's
my
fine.
family.
They got so jealous they had to exile me. And they almost succeeded. Anyway, let's take another shot.
DC 20 for you, or DC 15 for you, Raylo.
Okay, I was like, damn.
Damn, yeah, I was like, oh, I'm done.
Is mine 20?
Yeah.
Yours was 20, yeah.
Okay, I actually passed one, believe it or not. I got an
How many
20, but I'm taking 3 every time, so...
Oh, you did 3 again?
Yeah,
Ooh.
I passed one,
I
but
got
failed 2.
a natural 18, so +2.
You are in the exact same state that you are in.
Yeah.
And Tony, you actually, on a nat 20, it is almost as if you passed twice. So you really only failed once. Nothing new happens for you, but you're still in the same state. So you still feel things emotionally intent. You have disadvantage on dexterity saves. And you have a propensity to speak what is on your mind. You guys all hear the wedding bells, like the dun da 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 dun da 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 dun da 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 dun.
Oh, and of course it's out of tune.
Fuck weddings, am I right? Oh, alright.
I'm not drunk enough for this conversation.
Let's. What are we doing? Are we playing a game?
Should we go in there?
Meanwhile, back up in the room, you guys hear Coco and Morkai enter as you guys come into the scene, How is Veronica and New Valentina, Elf Boy? Just kidding. New Veronica, Elf Boy, and Valentina. How do they find them in this state?
Fuzzy handcuffs and legs with bondage, probably.
You make do with what you can. I
I'm not
appreciate
touching
that.
This is the craziest scene ever. Oh my God.
I know this looks weird. Do you carry rope? This is what we have.
Dude, oh my god. What's your name again? I'm so tired, I forgot.
Theo.
Theo? Yeah, sorry, I forgot your name. Look, Theo, I couldn't care less. I thought for a second that we had completely lost these guys. You guys pulled one out, so make do with what you can. Are they awake, or are they passed out still, Tyson? Or...
They can be whatever state you guys want.
I'll leave that to Theo and
I think we give him a couple slaps, wake him up.
All right.
You smack both of them around. Are you going to do one at a time or both of them at the same time?
For the record, before we did that, I did disarm them as well. So, like, the whip and everything is probably, like, all their weapons. Okay. And however you want to do it.
Oh.
Maybe one.
Probably just do Valentina for now. I imagine we don't need the input.
I don't
of the
think
others.
the underling's gonna have much to add. I don't know who that is.
If you want to burn them alive or whatever cult you want to do, you go ahead. I mean,
Well, for now,
It's not my carpet.
we could do it in front of her when she's awake too, just to
yeah,
heighten it up.
it's a bargaining chip. It's a bargaining chip.
Okay, yeah. Slap her awake. Slap her awake.
Go on, Theo.
Hey, you.
Which one are you slapping first? Valentina or Veronica?
Valentina.
The elf or the changeling?
The changeling.
Okay. You slap Valentina.
Good morning.
Valentina, you left so quickly. We didn't have a chance to chat. I told you I had questions.
She looks at you and stares.
Well, for starters, I guess, seeing as you're all ears, what's with the blood?
Can I pull out my scimitar?
Make an intimidation check.
Oh, there was more to that statement, but
Go. What do you want to do with your scimitar?
go for her one hand.
Her good hand or her bad hand?
No! No.
I thought they were just gonna fucking murder the underling.
No, chop off her other hand.
You want to chop off her other hand?
Like in this group of
I wanna
people,
chop
Looks like a fucking say.
Okay.
the dynamic in this group.
Go ahead and roll to hit. In order to cut off her hand, you're going to have to do 10 points of damage.
Wait, say that again?
In order to cut off her hand, you're going to have to do 10 points of damage.
Okay. I initially rolled a 14. Is that to
So
hit?
you hit no matter what because she's tied
Oh.
up. So you just need to roll for me
Okay,
2
then I need a
attacks,
10.
and you need to make a total of 10 in order to cut the hand off. Otherwise, you're seriously have injured it.
Okay. The scimitar is... Okay. I rolled a 9. Actually, that's fine. Not all the way off.
It is
I think-
bleeding profusely, but it is being held on by the tendons only.
Josie just passes out. Like, yeah.
What do you want to know about the blood?
Well, the blood, for starters, the blood that you have clearly drawn from your ex-lover. Let's start with that. And Do be quick. I don't think we might be able to fix that hand, and stop the bleeding. But do be quick.
I have healing spells. I don't know if they'll heal the maimed hand, but they'll keep her alive for at least a little longer.
Killing Veronica was an unfortunate necessity. I had been slowly stealing her blood to use in a ritual that would allow us to transform like a changeling would. She had willingly gave it to me. But she was going to make an unfortunate choice. And unfortunately, things got a little out of hand. So I make good with a bad situation and took what I could from the incident so that her life would not be in vain.
Practical of you. Now, you mentioned she was making a bad choice. What was that?
Go ahead and give me persuasion or intimidation again.
Oh, I'll do persuasion because I have +8 to that.
Can I jab the scimitar in a little bit?
You have advantage.
That is... Do I have an advantage?
Yeah.
You do.
Oh, okay. Let's see what I can get. Okay, that was a 22.
This is like bad cop, worst cop.
I know, I played the good cop here. That's crazy.
That is. I want us to digest that for a moment. That is insane.
I was also just like to point out that the bad cop is like being a bad cop out of turn.
I was saying Coco is making Mordecai look like a saint.
This is so uncomfortable.
I'm here for it. I'm here for
I
it.
love it. I love it.
Anyways,
I'm so
on
happy I'm not here
20
for this.
On a 22.
On a 22, she is going to sit there and stare at you and go, we needed Veronica in order to get close enough to the Soprano family. Veronica hated the Soprano family and she hated her husband. She knew what we were planning to do, and at the last minute she got cold feet and was going to come clean and tell him. And I couldn't let that happen.
And by what you're planning to do, I'm assuming murder the bride?
Murdering the bride was a ploy in order for us to get what we want.
And are you pausing for dramatic effect, or are you turning it over to me?
I'm giving you an opportunity to jump in.
Okay. I'm going to get down real close to her and grab her like this, digging my nails into her, just a little bit into her cheeks. And what is it that you wanted? Wait, hang on, Tyson. Roll of Destiny that.
You want to roll Destiny it?
That's roll of Destiny. Can I roll of Destiny an intimidation check?
It's been a while.
You can do a roll of Destiny on intimidation, and then I'm going to do another roll with the other dice to see if she succeeds at what she wants to do. And I will let this beat it out. Does that make sense?
Yep, let's do it.
Okay. You need to choose for me which dice you want. You want the sparkly dice, or do you want the metal dice?
I'll do the metal.
Okay.
And I have a +4 intimidation.
It is time for a roll of destiny! I knew this.
I love this.
Okay, sorry, what did you say? What are you rolling?
I'm rolling the metal one, and I have a +4 to intimidation.
Okay. She is rolling this dice, and she has a +2.
Okay.
She rolled a 6, and you got a 19.
I would like to think that as I say, and what is it that you want? A little flint of fire goes across my eyes and freaks the shit out of her.
power, is what she says.
Power?
We needed to capture the boss and replace him with one of our own.
Oh my god.
That
Theo
checks
is
out
just
to your
gripping his
activities.
fucking tinfoil tiara and pulling it tighter onto his head.
All right. Well, that didn't seem to go so well. In fact, I think that this, once we tell the boss about what happened here, we'll turn him over to you over to him. But once we tell the boss about what happened here, I think the cult of the Bloodlord is going to have to find a new crime family to manipulate. Yeah, sorry, Valentina. Maybe you shouldn't have done this. Maybe you shouldn't have. Now, I'm going to offer you a deal here, Valentina. And this is between you and me. I could turn you over to the boss. And you can let your fate rest with him. Or you could tell me, if you know, what it is they want with Cordelia's blood. And if you lie, I'll know.
She leans in really close. Fuck you. And she begins to pull her hand away. And she rips off her hand from the handcuffs.
Howdy.
Having no hands, the handcuffs are rendered useless.
I had that thought, but I didn't want to bring it up. It felt inappropriate at the moment.
And she is going to begin to transform and take shape.
Wait, real quick. I still have my hand on her cheeks. Can I start to burn her?
You can. Go ahead and roll for damage. But she's going to continue to transform. And she is going to transform into that of a crow.
Okay. I'm just going to do this. Should I just roll this as a firebolt? Because that's the closest spell I have, even though it's melee.
Yeah, that's fine.
They're
Go ahead and roll
drinking
damage.
blood.
That was a 5.
But like, it's oh my god,
Crow or
we're just getting drunk at the bar while all this is happening.
She is going to fly out the window. And disappear.
She has no hands. How does she have wings? She'd be like clipped or something.
She still has arms.
They are clipped. It's
She
not like
can't-
she's flying well.
She can't land. She doesn't have the little claws.
Tyson, I can't go to the window and cast another firebolt. Is that something you're letting me do?
You can do that if you want. You can cast another firebolt as she's flying away.
Right.
You do have to roll to hit
Yeah.
for this one.
Yep, that's fine.
Wait, can I also? Okay, you can do that. I also want to. I want to use my net.
Give me a dexterity saving throw to see if you can react in time.
I got a 14 to hit.
14 does not hit.
All right.
Ooh, I
Well,
also got a 14 with the net.
Does not hit.
Oh my god.
You
Can I
do look
speak
out
into
the
the
windows
walkie-talkie?
though, and you see Valentina flying not towards the wedding, but towards the circle that you guys originally saw the others come from. You get the impression that she's fleeing.
right. Well, I think with that, I'm going to turn to the others, pop my lapel, and say, "We have a wedding to get to."
I love a good wedding. Let's go.
And with that, that is where we're going to end tonight.
Oh my gosh. I'm bringing the hand with me.
Wait, how many minutes at this moment till the wedding?
0 minutes. The wedding is happening now.
Negative 20.
Yeah.
How many minutes till would it be for us to get there appropriately?
I mean, we're right outside, so we're fine.
Cordelia,
Yeah,
Raylo,
I'm talking
and
about
Tony
everything-
can get
I'm
there.
talking about everyone else.
I'm assuming it'll take us 5 minutes max to get to the house.
Ian already has the prop.
Oh my god.
to hold my headphones.
And your ring pops, apparently. Or what are those?
Oh yeah, they're all lined up.
Wow.
Can we talk about how Valentina is? How close was she to death? Like, how many hit points did she have by the end of that?
She had 6 hit points when you cast
Burn her?
Firebolt on her face. Yeah.
Ugh.
So if
Oh,
you had
I
hit
should've
her
just
one
stabbed
more
her
time,
then.
she would have passed out or died, depending on what you wanted.
Damn. Well, it is what it is. Got what I wanted out of that one.
I have
I still never
You're
found my mom.
Great murder hobo.
much.
Who
I
is
don't know. You
me?
didn't. Yeah,
You
but
say
now you
Morgan
have
murder?
a woman that has no hands.
I mean,
I
there
should've-
is greater restoration in this.
I was like,
She's okay. I wasn't the one you saw. I wasn't the one that cut her hand off. She did that herself. She did that by choice. I literally had cure wounds on
Oh,
standby.
you started that.
That's like saying like, oh, I didn't kill them. The starvation killed them. Like,
She flew away. She's fine.
I'm so happy that Cordelia was not there.
Josie's
I
traumatized.
think it would have been a different.
Josie's
whole-
passed the fuck
Guys,
out
and I
as
have
soon
a-
as she saw the blood.
I was either that or probably try to stop you. Like, oh my god.
Theo, what did
my
you say?
God.
Can I have a
got all
request?
the answers. Or some of
You
the
have a
answers. or
request?
whatever.
What's your request?
For totally legitimate purposes, I would like to take Valentina's hand.
Her good
I
hand
don't like
or
how
whatever.
you said that.
You have to work
the
that out
one
with
that
Coco.
she decided to just.
Yeet. So Coco wants
you
it
can have
too.
it.
So you guys got to decide.
I want like a finger. And use it. Like, can I get the finger and thumb and use it as a hairpin?
So you, gotta
You get
fucking cut
another
it off.
finger. Yeah, you cut off another part of it.
But we still have the passed out elf in here, right?
Yes, you have the passed out elf, and you have
Oh,
the
perfect.
emaciated
I'll take
body of
that hand.
Veronica Base.
Honestly, kill.
Oh my god. Or offer him as an offering to the boss. Be like, here you go.
Oh, yeah,
Enjoy
yeah, yeah.
torturing them. He
oh
enjoys
no,
torture.
we'll just have you use mind read and show him what we saw so that he knows that.
Well, no, as more like a peace offering, not in a he'll get mad about it. When we're like, we know how much you enjoy torturing people. Enjoy torturing this person.
Right.
Can
This
we
is a
find out? if
It's
they
a
know
wedding
If
gift.
anything else?
Yeah.
Can we find out if they know if anything else is going to happen during the wedding?
That's what I'm worried
Oh,
about.
yeah.
They know. And also,
Because
where's
Because the
Tamara?
3 people at the wedding are gonna be
juice.
inebriated.
the deuce-
We have no idea if she's there or not. We're not in there yet. And we're all drunk.
Yeah, that's why Rayla doesn't drink.
And most of us are out of spells or like low on spells.
Yeah,
Which is
I'm
really good.
Yeah,
like,
I'm,
wow.
I'm out.
I
I'm down
haven't-
I
to-
have 1 spell.
Dude, that whole fight, I made a point not to cast really any spells.
Yeah,
And
but now
1
you're
spell.
drunk.
I know, which I didn't want to be.
And yet you
I
are
didn't make
drinking.
the choices for you. You made the choices.
Hey, Oni insisted. I was trying to help out.
Said, did you want one? And you're like, yeah.
Actually, I think it was Cordelia that was playing.
Oh, what
No,
peer
I
pressure.
didn't. I was like, and then I was like, because I couldn't crack Tony, so I was like, all right, I gotta figure this out.
Tony's very good at getting information in any capacity.
But now
There's still more to be
I'm
had. I'm not done yet.
All right. Well, we will pick up next week on that. It is Easter. Do you guys still want to meet? Do you guys have any plans?
I'll be here.
Everybody else pretty good?
Hold up.
I have plans during the day, but I made sure to be free in the evening.
It's also
Yeah,
420.
We are going to go to my parents' house, but that'll be like a afternoon thing. So
I should be free. Yeah, next weekend I'm fine. It's the following weekend that I won't be around probably.
Actually, same. The last weekend of April,
Yeah, the
I will
26th.
be in Vegas. Yeah,
Ooh.
it's for work. but being on that time zone work stuff, it always gets really difficult.
Yeah,
Work.
right, Tyson. Work.
Oh,
Oh no, I have to stay at the Bellagio.
I am going to see Dita Von T, so I'm excited.
Might be gone next weekend.
You might be gone next weekend. You're at your mom's.
Yeah, I might. Yeah, I'll be in Phoenix, so.
Hey.
You should just bring your phone, play anyway.
Look, here's the deal. So they have my mom's side of the family having an Easter dinner at 4 p.m. But then after that, I'll be good.
I'm gonna say plan on 8 because that's about the same time we're gonna be eating is around 4.
Right.
So
I don't know if it's an inconvenience, but I said maybe I could come over and.
oh, that'd be fun.
That's
Where?
That's what I was thinking.
What? I live in Glendale, so just as long as you are.
Let me see. It's Mesa.
I know that's why it's kind of a bit of a drive.
It's like 40 minutes.
Oh, that's
How long?
nothing.
How long are you in town for, though?
I'll be in because the dinner is at 4 p.m.
Are you coming in on that day on Sunday?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you going back to Thatcher, or Pima, or Fort Thomas that night?
Or I'll
Yeah.
just chill with my mom. Yeah.
Okay. I just live 40 minutes west of Phoenix, or 40 minutes west of Mesa. And
Just
so,
be to play the game.
yeah. But if we get over at 10 or 11, that means that you're not leaving to get back to, that's a 4-hour drive back to Fort Thomas.
We can
3.5.
figure it out later this week too.
Look. I
Dead.
literally.
I'm down. I just want to make sure you are making the choice that you want to make.
I work from 1 p.m. to about 12 to 1 p.m. 1 a.m. That's my schedule, and I'm up till about 5 a.m.
I'm totally down if you're down.
I'm down.
I'm missing two.
If things change.
Okay, that sounds good to me. Sick.
I would love to see you again, Tyson.
Dude, I would love to see you too. This isn't me
cute.
trying to abdicate not. I just want to make sure that you are making the choice that you want to make. Yeah.
An informed decision.
Informed consent. All right, I will see you all next week. Same bad time, same bad channel.
Cheers.
All right. Good
Bye.
night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bonne nuit.